Hello and welcome to the Monster Cup Series Season 3 Race 20, the Zest 200 at the Washington Motorspeedway. As the cars get ready to roll off, and the command has been given, the cars roll off for 10 laps at Washington. Here's your starting lineup for today's race. On the pole is the $41 General Chevrolet Carter Adelman, and on the outside of him is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Starting in row 2, Jimmy Johnson and Clint Boyer. In row number 3, you find Kasey Kahne and Jeff Gordon. Row number 4, Juan Pablo Montoya and Kyle Busch in the combos car for this race. Row number 5, you find Marcus Ambrose in the Stanley Ford, and on the outside of him is AJ Pullmyfinger. In row 6, 2 Bass Pro Shops cars, Jamie McMurray and Tony Stewart. In row 7, Ryan Newman and Denny Hamlin. Starting in row number 8, you find Gino Harvey in the Skittles car and Mark Martin. In row 9, Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick. Row 10, Bryce Harvey and Eric Almirola, two drivers with pretty rough seasons. Row 11, Matt Kenseth and Martin Truex Jr. Kenseth still in championship contention, wants to get his season kick-started here. Greg Biffle and the bright yellow fella, Paul Menard. Then row 13, Brad Keselowski and Jeff Burton. Row 14, Kurt Busch and Joey Logano. And here we go. The green flag flies on the second to last race of the Monster Cup Series Season 3. Carter Adelman, Dale Jr. lead us down for 10 laps. Down the dog leg for the first time. Carter Adelman's going to pull out to an early lead as Jimmy Johnson battles Dale Jr. for second. Ambrose makes it 3 wide, and he's going to pull it off. Now, contact, Clint Boyer around. Now Kyle Busch gets turned with Jamie McMurray. Field at the moment of caution, Carter Adelman just crossed the line to complete the third lap, so we're going to be restarting on lap number 4. There's Montoya getting towed away along with Kasey Kahne. Looks like Kahne's championship hopes are pretty much done. And you got Marcus Ambrose, Clint Boyer, and the red flag is out. Carter Adelman out in front with Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Here's an instant replay of the crash. Ambrose gets into Kahne, Kahne gets into Boyer, and then they all wreck. And then behind they saw the smoke checked up and just couldn't avoid it. But we're back green. Johnson jumps the restart. Adelman runs him up the track, and he's going to lose many spots. Now Junior going to knock Adelman out of the way. He goes to the lead on the front straightaway. Halfway through this race, now Allmendinger comes in, and Ryan Newman gets turned around into Mark Martin. Second caution of the race as those two get taken away. Let's get a replay of that crash. It happened pretty quick. Hamlin gets into Newman, then Gino Harvey turns Newman into Mark Martin. But we're back green on lap 6. Dale Jr., Carter Adelman lead him down to the line. Jr. with a big lead coming down through the dog leg. Allmendinger all over his back bumper, and he's going to turn Dale Jr. The two leaders collide on the front straightaway. Allmendinger and Dale Jr., two of the strongest cars in the race. I think Jr. got loose, and he got an Allmendinger. But we're back green. Adelman and Gordon going to lead us down. 3 laps to go. Through the dogleg, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart hanging in there. 2 laps to go. Whoa, Harvey gets into Stewart. Johnson underneath Adelman. He goes to the lead. Coming to the white flag. And Johnson's going to wreck Adelman. Comes back. Into the wall goes Johnson. Now Stewart gets turned. Harvey through the grass into the lead, but Harvick goes underneath him, and he's going to win the Zest 200. Kevin Harvick started. Oh, now we got a crash. Kurt Busch on his roof coming across the line. But Kevin Harvick, the closer, pulls it off again. Let's get a replay of that finish. That was incredible. So Johnson just turns down, hits Carter, then he hits the outside wall, then Gordon turns Stewart. Harvey goes through the grass, and then Hamlin clips him, allowing Kevin Harvick to get to the line first. Let's get a look at the finishing results. We're back to the old way of doing these results. So 5th place in points, Kevin Harvick, just 10 points out of the point lead. Then Denny Hamlin, Gino Harvey. Gino goes into the finale as the point leader, 9 points over Tony Stewart. There's Bryce Harvey. He finished 4th, 21st in points, trying to get a top 20. 5th place, Jeff Gordon. 6th was Matt Kenseth in one of his last rides with Roush Fenway. Then you got Carl Edwards finishing 7th. He's 9th in points, mathematically eliminated from championship contention along with Kyle Busch. They're just trying to get the best points finish possible. Then you got Greg Biffle. He finished 9th. He's 8th in points, mathematically I think he's actually still in mathematically, but it's a very long shot for him. Paul Menard, 11th place, 27th in the points. Brad Keselowski in championship contention going into the finale. He's tied for 3rd, 10 points out. Eric Almirola finishes 13th. In 14th, Tony Stewart, he came into this race as the point leader, but he leaves 2nd, 9 points behind Gino Harvey. But he's got a strong car for Detroit. Jimmy Johnson has a really bad chase. Carter Adelman, 13th in points, tied with Denny Hamlin. They're trying to be the best of the rest. Kurt Busch, 17th. Finishing 18th was Jeff Burton. He's 20th in points. He actually had a shot at making the chase, but once the chase started, he just kind of fell off. 19th, Joey Logano. He's had a really tough season, but he's going over to Penske for next season, so we'll see how that goes for him. There's Dale Jr. AJ Allmendinger finishes 21st after Jr. and AJ made some contact on the front stretch. Then Ryan Newman and Mark Martin, who's the next finisher, there he is. Those two made some contact and spun in the tri-oval dogleg, whatever you want to call it. They're on the back stretch. Clinton Boyer finishes 24th. Ambrose 25th. He's 17th in points. Had a shot at actually making the chase earlier this season. Casey Kane 6th in points, still mathematically in the championship hunt. Then Juan Pablo Montoya, and rounding out the field, Jamie McMurray. So thank you for watching this S200, and we will see you for the final race at Detroit.